I got one batch of articles before we get on this goddamn Assassin's Creed. We got an update. Yesterday, I covered an article about how there's a strike going on in the Marvel Rivals community because I guess some content creators said some bad things about healers, and now they're butthurt and they don't want to heal anymore. So now season 2 of Marvel Rivals is a hot mess to the point where I was reading the comment section. I never said Marvel Rivals was dead. I said Marvel Rivals, they're in the yellow. They need to make some changes, because if you piss off enough people within a year or two, it could go downhill. You're never too big to fail. But people were putting words in the comment section. They were putting words in my mouth. I never said that this game was dead. It's fine right now. But you keep making these decisions that fuck up the competitive scene, it will be dead eventually. But anyways, we got an update. They are paying attention to the feedback on the game, and I guess they're going to be making more adjustments. And they announced it in this new dev diary. They didn't do a video, just an article. Dev Talk Volume 13, Seasonal Balance and Competitive Performance. Hey Rivals, with the launch of Season 2, we've been closely monitoring the game environment and feedback from the community. Lately, we've noticed 2 hot topics generating a lot of discussion: the impact of balance adjustments and the performance ratings of various classes in ranked play. As such, we want to take a moment to clarify and communicate these 2 points. That's the danger of these types of games. The dynamics can shift so fast. Yes, you are always one patch away. You're always one patch away from a live service game failing. And that's what, like, I liked the game last month. I don't like it this month. I'm gonna move on to something else. At least they're addressing it. Yeah, they're transparent. I'll give them that. That's facts. So number 1, season changes and mid-season balance adjustments. In the previous season, the focus was key abilities and energy management for ultimates, resulting in a more stable combat pace. However, season 2 shifts the spotlight to coordinated attacks and focused targets, along with necessary collective protective strategies and counter attacks, which have led to a more intense combat rhythm. In this fierce environment, strategists face increased pressure, needing to monitor teammates' health closely while carefully using their key abilities and being mindful of their positioning on the map. Basically, there's going to be a difference between a good and a bad healer. You're going to have to manage your resources and know when to rotate. Meanwhile, vanguards and duelists must not only attack effectively, but also provide better protection for the strategist to achieve victory. Translation: you niggas need to learn to peel. You guys are crying that your healer is 0-11, but the fucking tanks and DPS is never peel. I haven't played this game in weeks. I bet you some of you still don't know what the word peel means. Like, in the upcoming patch, we will enhance the damage capabilities of certain strategists to elevate their threat levels, which in turn will increase team composition possibilities. Additionally, we will make minor adjustments to a few heroes. For example, Groot and Captain America will see slight reductions in survivability. I heard Captain America is a menace. I've seen some clips. Spider-Man's amazing combo damage range will be slightly decreased.
Fuck! I thought TBH was a capitalist. Why y'all keep gifting subs to the community?
Shout out to Tevin with the sub. Appreciate it. Doctor Strange will require less energy for his ult, and Winter Soldier's tainted voltage and team up ability will be slightly buffed. What? Yo, what's going on? This is, see, you know, I was liking what I was reading. They said we made a mistake. We finna give a buff to the healers, get them right. I heard Captain America's a menace, so they gave him a slight, you know, reduce. Okay, a little nerf. That makes sense. Why do y'all keep buffing this dude? This is like the 4th buff in a row. That makes me not want to come back. Before it was because the healers were on strike. Now you're buffing the guy who has one of the easiest fucking ults in the game. What the fuck? Since this is a mid-season balance adjustment, we aim to be cautious, keeping changes minimal to enhance the experience of certain heroes without drastically altering the overall meta. As we move into Season 2.5, with Ultron's arrival and a new team-up ability adjustments, we'll consider broader, more comprehensive balance changes. I think the trouble for live service games is the attention span of some gamers. They will move on to the next thing so quickly, and you can only work so fast on getting out new content. Yeah, there's more competition than ever. That's why I try not to worry about it too much. Nothing will beat a classic old single player game. You know, set the lights, put your headphones on, and just get immersed in the game. You don't have to worry about all these goofy ass updates. I don't have to worry about a patch ruining the gameplay loop. Yo, shout out to LeBig K with the sub. Appreciate it. All right, number 2 they want to focus on. Competitive performance points. In each match, hero performance rating is calculated based on the average key combat data for the hero at the player's current rank. The more a hero's key combat data exceeds the baseline for their rank during the match, the better their performance rating, and vice versa for poor performance. Of course, these stats are adjusted based on hero usage time to ensure they aren't skewed by playtime. If a player uses multiple heroes in a match, performance rating will be weighted according to the usage time. That makes sense. We've noticed that compared to previous seasons, a small number of duelists have a slight advantage in performance rating in Season 2.0, while some vanguards and strategists can face a slight disadvantage. You guys aren't getting as many points. However, most heroes remain balanced. In the upcoming patch, we will optimize the performance rating calculations based on the latest data to ensure fairness across all heroes. Balancing the game and ranked adjustments is a challenging endeavor, and we can't guarantee perfection 100% of the time.
Nigga in the chat for resubscribing.
Shout out to just a chill guy
Nigga for that, my nigga.
with the sub. Appreciate it. We remain humble and attentive, striving to address issues promptly and enhance your experience. Stay tuned for the official patch announcements for more updates. Thank you for your support and patience. They got somebody active on social media. Sounds like they realized they fucked up with the launch of season 2, but they're trying to rectify it mid-season. So shout out to them for the transparency, man. They're gonna get the calculations right. We don't see this very often. Regardless if they are fucking up, we don't see this very often where they're transparent. They say, hey, we know we messed up. We're gonna try some other things. So who knows? Maybe I'll come back when Ultron drops. I wasn't really interested in playing Emma Frost. That was another reason I didn't come back. Ultron seems like he might be cool though. We'll see though. So yeah, that's your update from Marvel Rivals. The person that's monitoring the community is like the monkey looking at the screen from Toy Story 3. I never saw Toy Story 3, so I don't even know. The first half is cool, but after that it drags. The games is better. When Ultron drops, everyone's gonna be a healer. Ding, 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 ding. Gotta lower those Spider-Man player credit scores. Is Spider-Man players getting a lot of points or something? Did you see this? What's this? It's time to get electrifying. Check out the Thunderbolts Marvel Rivals tournament on Twitch today. This went down today? No, I didn't see this. Streamers will get early access to the upcoming Bucky costume and compete for fun prizes while chatting about all things Thunderbolts in theaters May 2nd. So they're doing collaborations. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's a new Bucky skin. Oh, shit.
Hey chat, Sebastian Stan here.
I will be seeing this.
To watch today's stream and check out some special clips from Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts.
He doesn't seem very excited.
May 2nd. Go get your tickets now, and also make sure to check out the custom Bucky skin, which also drops on May 2nd. It's so.
Am I bugging, or does this look like the Captain America skin? The Wakanda Captain America skin. They just made it navy. It looks very similar.
Drops on May 2nd. It's so awesome. The streamers today got an early access. I hope you all love it. Armed and Dangerous. Again.
Bucky just woke up from a nap. Yeah, he has no clue what this game is about. This is the director's fault. If I was the director, be like, yo, I know you haven't played the game, but just be like, oh, again, say it like that. This nigga rolled out the bed. What do you guys need me to do? Like, as long as the check clears, I ain't mad at it. Oh, shit. He was not happy. This nigga does not care about this game. So that's your update from Marvel Rivals. Yeah, he's tired of the Armed and Dangerous. Yeah, I bet whenever he's on the street, people just walk up to him, again, Armed and Dangerous. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Grown ass men running up to him and jumping, doing a ground pound and shit. Fucking knuckles all bloody from punching the asphalt. Like, bro, you good? I got some news for you in regards to Skate. In my opinion, it's bad news, but I know some of you niggas that just want to play Skate are going to defend this regardless, because a lot of you niggas are corporate shills. You just don't know it. Am I saying this is going to make the game bad? No, but this could turn into something bad. But anyways, during the alpha, it launched with microtransactions. Yes, they were optional. All you fucking corporate shills were quick to remind us that. That doesn't change the fact that there were microtransactions in an incomplete game. Seems that we don't seem to. Yo, shout out to Doombot with the TV, Doombot TV with the sub. Seems that a lot of people don't understand the concept of if they take an inch, they'll take a mile. I don't know why I have to explain that. We got some more news in regards to Skate. The Skate reboot will require an internet connection, still set to launch this year. So that means that you have to always be online to play this game, even if you just want to play single player. EA's upcoming Skate reboot is still planned to launch later this year in early access, but if you were hoping the skateboarding sequel would include some kind of offline mode, well, sorry. In 2020, after fans begged EA for years and years, the company confirmed if it was making a new Skate game. In 2022, early in-development footage of the Skate reboot leaked online. A few months later, just yapping. On April 24th, EA posted a lengthy blog about Skate. This post is the first installment in a series that the company calls The Grind, which will feature regular updates from EA and the state of the game ahead of launch. In the first Grind post, EA answered some frequently asked questions, including whether the game will be offline. The answer is no. The game and city are designed to be a living, breathing, massive multiplayer skateboarding sandbox that's always online and always evolving. So let me explain to you, this is what they said. This is what they said. The game and city are designed to be a living, breathing, massive multiplayer skateboarding sandbox game, right? So you fucking corporate drones, you corporate cocksuckers, you're probably gonna be like, oh wow, okay, that makes sense. I know one of the reasons why I loved Skate was I could just play the game at my own pace, whether I'm playing story mode and just ride around and skate. I don't care that's not an option because they just told me they had to do this to make this breathing, massive multiplayer sandbox, right? Translation on this quote. We could have made it single player and multiplayer, but we decided to focus on the multiplayer because if we create this massive city where hundreds of people or thousands of people are on a server at a time skating around, we can create FOMO. I talked about this in my fucking video. This is a psychological trap, guys. This is all to make fucking money. If you haven't all seen it, if you have not seen it, go watch this video, The Dark Psychology of Microtransactions, bro. Shit, even what I'm talking about in this one, they're doing this because what's going to happen is it's going to force everybody to hop online. You're going to see, yeah, you don't have to buy the cool skateboards and the cool wheels and the cool outfits and the cool emotes. But when you see somebody with that fancy shit, you're going to get real tempted to buy it. It's a psychological trick. This is the shit they're doing. Also, another reason this is bad is game preservation. When this game comes out, without a doubt, it's going to have a moment, at least for a month. Because of the name. People love Skate, including me. After that, we don't know. We don't know how the general public will respond to the game. We were just talking about that with Marvel Rivals. Live service games are always one patch away from failing. There could be something in this game at launch that pisses people off and they don't want to play anymore. But here's the thing. Even though maybe you and I don't like the game anymore and it starts to dwindle down in numbers, there's always going to be a small niche of players, maybe like 100 people that just love the game and they can't let it go. Well, you know what happens to those people when the servers get shut down? Fuck them. They don't get to play the game. Fuck them. See, the beauty of the game being on the disc is if at any point something happens to Ubisoft, they collapse or something, I don't know, because you know they're financially struggling. I can just pop the disc in my PS5 and I can play it. Yeah, they're bringing Skate back, but if this game is not successful, they will shut down the servers and then we no longer have Skate again. You will not be able to play it. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and do another prediction. I predict the story in this game is gonna be ass. Since its focus is online multiplayer, when you drop into the game, the story is gonna be some shit like, oh, you must be the new guy in town. Oh man, I heard you rip and shred on the hip hop. Yeah. So who do you want to be your sponsor? So then they're gonna help. Then they're gonna let you like deck out your character. After that, you do a little intro, right?
Be wrong. I'm thankful for your super chat, but this won't be enough to fund the purchase.
Shout out to Dion with the $5 super chat. I feel like on the near future, physical media will become super valuable due to corporations, and that's why I bought that Sinners vinyl. I said it might be worth something one day. And that's why I started collecting comic books. Real shit. Collect what you love. But what I was saying, yeah, you're gonna have like a little intro section where you're the new guy in town. And then after that, you're gonna be able to create your character. You're gonna spend an hour in the character creator, decking out, putting on your clothes, your board, your face, all that other shit, right? Then you're going to get into the open world. There's going to be about 5-6 NPCs. They're going to give you some basic quests. Hey, bruh, so you're the new guy in town that just signed to Supreme? Well, show me what you got, man, because you can't hang out on my turf unless you can skate. And the mission's going to be you got to do a fucking board slide on a fucking rail. Then you're going to go to the next guy. Hey, man, you're the new guy in town? I heard you signed to fucking Dirty Ghetto Kids. Well, let me see you do a kickflip. And you're going to have to do like 3 kickflips in the span of 30 seconds or some shit like that. It's going to be goofy shit, right? You said you're doing this too well. Because, nigga, I'm 34. There's not a game I haven't played. I know I come across as a hater. You said DGK. Yeah, I used to fuck with DGK. I told you I used to skate. I know DGK. But, it's going to be goofy shit. And then after you do a few of these little goofy side quests, it's mostly going to be free roaming. You doing challenges with your friends, just hanging around skating. Like, I don't expect this to be a fully fleshed out experience in terms of the single player content where it lets you familiarize yourself with the controls, cool challenges, story beats, areas to like explore. It's mostly going to be like a social experience. I think they're going to go for the Fortnite thing. Tony Hawk Underground was fire. It was fire. The skater voice is perfect. It sound like Cartman. Skate devs hire TBH for the... Yeah! So you're the new guy. I hope I'm wrong. This is one of the cases where I can't stress this enough, too. I know we're joking. We're having a conversation. I actually hope I'm wrong about this. Because I love Skate. Skate 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games. Didn't really play Skate 3 a lot, but I played the hell out of Skate 1 and 2. So I actually hope I'm wrong. I hope this game is fucking fire. I hope it's full of features. But that's kind of a red flag. My favorite thing about Skate was not the online. It was coming home from school and just hearing bum bum dig it, bum bum, and just riding around doing tricks and shit. Playing the story mode. Trying to get a big combo, but we'll see. We will see. What I will say is if they do take this route where it's super focused on the online, it's going to live or die by the content. Not only are they going to have they need to have cool missions and activities for us to do, but they need to constantly be dropping content as well. Because I mean, like I said, you're always one patch away. If I got to spend $20 for a Baker board or $40 for some Supreme clothes, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, it feels like the focus is going to be making money. Not going to put it in the red. It is in the yellow. It is in the yellow. Also, I can't stress enough, too, this is launching in early access later this year. It's not even the full game. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't EA shift their focus on making sure the Battlefield comes out next? I think so. This is also another reason why, like, there's been rumors that Fight Night is coming back. And this is why I'm kind of, as much as I love Fight Night, this is not the EA of the early 2000s. This is the EA of 2025. I'm worried if they drop Fight Night, they're going to charge for the gloves, for the shorts.
I guess dropping a super bag on a super nigga like me would be super appropriate for a time like this.
TBH, you know they're going to riddle skate with microtransactions. Yeah, and there's going to be corporate cocksucker. You don't have to fucking buy it. You don't have to fucking buy it. Yeah, but when you're in a server with thousands of other people and you're a fucking brown shirt and everybody has all this cool shit, peer pressure can get the best of us. And that's why I said, they're about to do the exact shit I've been talking about in my videos. They're gonna do subconscious peer pressure. That's what I'm calling it, subconscious peer pressure. Where like next thing you see everybody doing all this cool shit and be like, man, you know what? It's just $20. Next thing you know, it's just $50. Next thing you know, it's just $60. We'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. These are not my fucking beats playing. Like UFC 5. I don't know what happened with UFC 5. They charging us for in-game van. Can I get the link to this article? Yeah, I got you. But at bare minimum, even if I'm wrong about all this content, the one thing I am 100% right about is this is bad for game preservation. Because like I said, if for any reason this game fails, if you love the game and you still want to play it, it doesn't matter. When they shut down the servers, fuck you. That's 100% fact. The other stuff, that's just kind of my guess. Once people get their hands on it, they're going to have the pay pigs, but real gamers are going to fall off. Fucking pay pigs, man. What else I got for ya? Like X Defiant, Rumbleverse. Oh, more positive news. Expedition 33 has sold more than 500,000 copies in only 24 hours, which is crazy because this game is on Game Pass. There's been an argument for the longest that Game Pass hurts sales. It would seem that is, in fact, wrong. Everybody I know playing this game says fucking fire. Apparently the end of the prologue is fucking heat. And this is especially crazy. 500,000 copies in only 24 hours, considering this is a hardcore RPG. A hardcore turn-based RPG. Which, you know, a lot of people on social media say turn-based RPGs are whack, they're dead. Survey says that was a lie. So let me cloud up Expedition 33. It is available on Game Pass. You got to buy it if you're on PS5. But check it out. This is on the list of games to play as well. I'm excited to get to it. I'm trying to get through my games, y'all. These are great numbers for a small dev team. Yeah, which by the way, this was only made by 30 people. After you beat South of Midnight, you'll enjoy it. This is fire. But after South, I'm gonna play South because South of Midnight's only like 10 hours, I think. I'm gonna play it. It's their first project, only 30 people. Fucking impressive. So let's cloud them up. Let's cloud them up, chat. Check it out if you're looking for something new to play. Bruh, I should have never came to Steam. I can't play all these games. Welcome to PC gaming. You gonna have them good problems. Like I always say, you pay more up front for the gaming PC, but in the end, you save money because you get all these games for cheap. And you get a lot of games for free because the Epic Store, Amazon Prime be giving away games and shit. Next thing you know, you got too many fucking games. You can't even play any of them, bro. I'm just about to open up Photoshop or something. In other positive news, a few streams ago, it was announced that Split Fiction, the new game from Hazelight Studios, if you haven't played it, it's fucking fire. It's the same people who made It Takes Two, which won Game of the Year in 2021. Their new game, Split Fiction, which came out last month. It's so successful that it's been announced that a live action movie is coming, so we're getting another movie adaptation. And Sydney Sweeney has been attached to it. She is the first person to join the cast, which is very, very... I think that's very appropriate. I think this is a good pick for the movie, Sydney Sweeney, because if you haven't played Split Fiction, the story of the game is you play as one of the two authors because you're playing with a friend co-op, right? So you play as two authors. One has special writes sci-fi books, and the other one writes fantasy books. So you traverse through all these worlds, and you're dealing with this whole conspiracy. This company's trying to steal your stories via AI. So yeah, it makes sense that in this story you play as two characters, and then they casted somebody who's known for two big things. So that makes sense, chat. If you catch, you know. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense to me. I don't know if she'll be playing both characters, but you know. Maybe we'll change it to Gooner fiction or something. Let's get out of here before Dr. Umar gets us. He said that was smooth. She's gonna bring I think she's gonna bring a lot of personality to the movies, guys. Chill out. Fucking chill out. Nintendo Switch news. Many physical Switch 2 games don't contain the game at all. We knew this because they said it during the reveal of the Switch 2 that some physical copies is just a key to download the game, but it would seem that it's not just some, but maybe majority. As pre-orders for the Switch 2 went live early this week, we started to learn more and more about many of the launch and post-launch games that will be available for the Switch 2. And it turns out that a lot of the physical Switch 2 games are game key card carts, which rather than actually containing the game on the cartridge, require an internet connection to download and play. This fact has upset many who feel it would make it harder to preserve and play games in the years to come. I need clarification on this. Do you need the internet just to download the game, or do you need the internet to download and play? Like, do I need the internet just to play Donkey Kong or Mario?
Loyal fan base. Although not as loyal as Amy's dumbass is to me.
Because I feel like that's going to defeat the purpose of the Switch. What makes the Switch great is the portability. And when I'm in the house, yeah, sure, I'm connected to Wi-Fi. But what if I'm not in the house? What if I'm on a flight? Can I not play the game? That's going to make me not want to buy it. I'm not going to lie. I need clarification, and we're going to have to look into that. That's what the ether. Yeah, but like, what if you're traveling? What if you want to go to the park, and what if you want to take your dog to the park and you bring your Switch? Let your dog run around and you play your Switch. You can't play it if you need an internet connection. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need clarification on that. What exactly does that mean? That's kind of vague. Or you're at a hotel. Yeah, you're on a trip, right? You bring your Switch because you know you're going to be at the hotel, right? If you ever traveled I'm not talking to PS4 niggas because we know y'all never left the block. But if you ever traveled, most hotels have garbage internet. So what happens if I can't connect my Switch to the hotel Wi-Fi? I can't play my Switch. We're gonna need care. That I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's keep reading. Early this month, after Nintendo officially revealed the Switch 2 via a big direct presentation dedicated to the console, we learned a lot more about it. And the most controversial pieces of info we discovered is that some physical games on the Switch 2 won't actually be physical games. Instead, players will get essentially blank game key carts that act as DRM. Once you put that cart in the Switch 2, you can then download and play the game. If you want to play it later, you have to put the cart back in. Lose that cart, and you're screwed. But you can play the game offline long as the cart. So you can play it offline, but you still need the cartridge inserted. Ladies and gentlemen, physical Switch 2 games are completely pointless. They are trying to get rid of this shit. You might as well get the digital version, because with the digital version, it's cheaper. You download the game, you just play it. You have to download this game and make sure the fucking cartridge is still in. So really, it acts as a stopgate. It's just DRM. You're paying more for DRM. That's crazy. Ew, I don't like that, chat. I don't like that, man. Some players say this is better than the way some Switch 2 games shipped with just a digital code in the box, but I guess that's true. These game key cards can be traded to other players or sold and used over and over, but others point out that it's just a digital game that needs more plastic waste to be sold and used. That's another thing too, right? Yeah, you're wasting plastic. We're destroying the environment for fucking nothing. Why are they making it harder? Yeah, I don't understand why they're making it hard. Like, what's the point of this? Sounds like I should allegedly use my Steam Deck. And what happens when the servers are shut down one day? Will that 20-year-old game you love still be playable? Probably not, considering that's facts. That's literally what we was just talking about with Skate. That means every single game on the Switch 2 will be like Skate. If the servers go offline, you can't play it no more. Probably not, considering the big three. Nintendo has the worst track record for keeping digital storefronts up and running. Go try to buy a Wii U or a 3DS digital game. Yeah, they always do this shit. Resellers are mad as fuck. So naturally, people have been digging through store listings to try and nail down what games are and aren't using game key cards. Now I'm not even upset. I didn't get to pre-order the Switch 2. I'm not even upset. I wasn't that upset anyway, but now I really don't care. I'll get one when I get one, but I'm not tripping off the Switch 2. I'm not gonna lie. So keep my Switch 1. I mean, why would you throw it away? You should never throw away your game consoles. It might be worth money one day. When something becomes retro, we have a game preservation problem, guys. Keep your shit. We just renting expensive ass games at this point. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it seems like. I don't even care that I didn't get a goddamn key. A pre-order. We got more bad news for the Switch 2. And I think this is going to spell out a bigger problem. One major problem may stop InZOI from appearing on the Switch 2. For those unaware, InZOI is the hot new Sims-like game, more like realistic graphics and more like customization. The Sims community has been eating this game up. Good news, the development team at Crafted are interested in putting InZOI on the Switch 2. Bad news, the development team at Crafted may not be able to put InZOI on the Nintendo Switch 2. Why? Well, they're looking into it, but they've got fears that the Switch 2 will inherit one of the problems of its predecessors. And if it does, then this upstart Sims competitor may not get to see Nintendo's world. It's no secret that the old Nintendo Switch doesn't have quite the same hardware as other consoles. Things would often need to be downscaled or optimized to run properly on Nintendo's platform. It's currently rumored that the Switch 2 will have better hardware, much better in fact, but at this stage it's all rumors. And though many rumors about the Switch 2 turned out to be correct, planning business decisions around rumors can be tough. Crafton already intends to bring their game to the PlayStation and Xbox fans, and the Nintendo port would complete the multi-platform look they're aiming for, but hardware is always a big if. We are preparing to bring InZOI to various platforms, says their director, and optimization for the Switch 2 is feasible based on its performance. We see it as a great opportunity to connect with even more players. So basically they're saying they would like to do it, but they're not 100% sure on the hardware. They need to get it in their hands and figure it out, which is what I predicted when they did the full announcement last week. It's first party games are going to look good, but this is going to be another Nintendo situation where, I would not play no fucking third party games. I would not play no third party games on this because they're probably going to look bad in comparison to the rest of the platforms. And the thing is not even out, and we're already seeing devs complain. I don't know if we'll be able to optimize for this. with how good emulation is. Fuck retro consoles. Well, even emulation was going to be hard too now, though, right? Because you're not even getting the full game, so they can't rip the game off the cartridge or the disc and then put it on the internet for emulation. That's a game preservation problem with the way they're doing it with the cartridges and shit like that. If it can run Cyberpunk, it can run the sim clone. They tripping. I don't know. That Cyberpunk version looked kind of ashy. Also, Cyberpunk is a game that came out in 2020. This is a newer game, and the graphics the graphics in InZOI are nice. What up, Agent Roman? We'll see. We'll see though. Do you think Dusk Bloods will be an exception with that issue because it's an exclusive? Yeah, that's being built from the ground up. And they already had gameplay. So to me, that says to me that From Software got a dev kit from Nintendo. They've been working on Dusk Bloods. Because remember, they showed gameplay in that announcement trailer. So they know what kind of hardware they're working with. They're able to optimize for it. I think that'll be okay. You think it would be a good idea to allegedly burn the software on CDs? I'm not telling you to do anything. We have free will. Do what you want. None of my business. It ain't gonna be optimized on the Switch. Yeah, seeing is believing for me, because keep in mind that they're saying the Switch 2 has the power of a PS4 Pro, something like that. And if you remember Cyberpunk on the PS4, I don't know.
After my state of cyber getting
Sorry, you can go. There's like nobody driving around here.
I don't know. Like this is what it's probably gonna look like in the Switch. It's gonna blow up in your fucking lap. Texture just popping in and shit like that. Anyways, bruh, I forgot about this. Yeah, Cyberpunk came to the PS4. You remember? It got delisted. Let me explain it for all you PS4 niggas that don't understand, because you feel like your PS4 can run everything, right? There are certain things that are more GPU intensive, and there are certain things that are more CPU intensive. Cyberpunk is one of those games where it uses both heavily. Reason being is there's a ton of NPCs around the city that are doing things. They have their own lives and their own interactions. That requires a lot of CPU power, something the PS4 doesn't have. And that's why it couldn't run Cyberpunk. It's not just about how the game looks. It's also about what the game is trying to execute. And the more complex codes are involved, the more CPU power you need. So stop saying that I feel like it. You don't want to hear it. So I don't know. It's 50-50 with the Switch too. I don't know. My brother bought the disc, so he beat it on the PS4. Ew. Wait, it's still delisted? Last I checked, I don't know. Somebody trying to buy that shit? What the fuck? Dune news. Dune Awakening's getting the largest beta yet next month, and it'll be open to tens of thousands of players for those that were interested in it. Dune Awakening arrives this June, but there will be an opportunity to check out its sandy survival action ahead of its full launch. Developer Funcom has announced it's holding the game's largest beta yet in May, with keys being made available to tens of thousands of players. Funcom unveiled Dune Awakening in 2022 as part of its deal to make at least 3 games set in the Dune universe. It whisked players to Arrakis for an open-world multiplayer survival adventure drawing from Frank Herbert's sci-fi novels and Denise, I don't know how to pronounce her name, film adaptations. Dune Awakening has been in closed beta for over a year now, but with the full release now looming following a brief delay, Funcom is preparing one final large-scale beta blowout that'll run from the 9th to the 12th of May. The studio is calling it Dune Awakening's largest beta yet, with a huge number of players joining compared to previous betas. Is anybody interested in this game? You're a true PS4 racist? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm indifferent about this game. I got to see some reviews for me to get excited. I'm not 100% sure. It looks okay, but it's just so many games to play. I'm already drowning already, man. Assassin's Creed really put it really fucked up my plans. They said the game was going to be small. That game is too damn big. They tried to get Shroud to endorse this. It's looking kind of ashy. What does the PS4 racist flag look like? It's just an American flag with a PS4 on it, and then the cross sign out, the stop sign, just crossing it out. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Apologies in advance. Get ready to spam the fraud alert. What's this? Palworld, more than just pals. First of all, why do you know about this? What lies inside the mysterious world tree? An exciting school life filled with cute pals. Will you remain friends or fall in love or dismantle and eat them? Your dream school romance starts here. This is Palworld. Is this like Palworld from... Oh, yeah, because Pocket Pair made the game. So they're making a spin-off dating game in the Palworld universe. Why do you know about this? This shit was not in my algorithm, nigga. What the fuck? Since we're here, fuck it. Oh, shit. Palworld presents...
Shout out to that nigga in the chat for resubscribing. It's rough out here.
A transfer student with mysterious powers.
My nigga.
First of all, this is kind of weird. Like, are you playing a human? Is this some bestiality shit? What the fuck is this? Student ID 75, Catrice. You won't be able to take your eyes off of me. A cute, shy boy, timid, useless, and provoked. Student 55, chill it. I don't care how cute you think I am. Please don't pet me. A flirty senpai who wants all the boys. Bro, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? Bro, what is this? This is nasty. I never thought I'd see the day fucking Deviant Art premium accounts are on invaded my stream, bro. We're out of here, man. You there, handsome? How about we have some fun? This horny ass game. If you niggas who pre-ordered, I wish you could see who pre-ordered this shit. Boy, fucking. Oh, sweet. You only need a GTX 560 and 4 gigabytes of RAM and an i3 to run it? Oh, it's going to get naughty. Y'all niggas is nasty, man. Y'all niggas is nasty. Is this real? Yeah, I'm on the Steam page. This is real. The deviants they've gotten here. And last but not least, one thing I wanted to show you before we hop into the sub box. This has nothing to do with gaming, but literally just yesterday, I was on stream. I forgot how we got on the topic of it. We were talking about the election, and I was saying one of the issues that I have is that people just vote based off of vibes, and like half the chat started laughing. They thought I was making that up. And then people are like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yo, people just vote off who they think is cool. It has nothing to do with policies, how it's going to benefit their lives or whatever. And I swear to God, this is an example of your phone listens to what you say. I saved this video because it literally proved my point. And I was like, oh, I got to show this to the fucking stream. So for some of you who think I'm making it up when I say people vote off of just vibes, watch this.
All right, so you guys voted, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. And who'd you vote for?
Trump.
Trump.
For me, I think he passed the vibe check compared to like.
I'm going to play back. What did he say?
The vibe check compared to. For me, I think he passed the vibe check compared to like Kamala Harris. Like I feel like she was still like a little bit. Like,
he raped the woman.
The what?
Donald Trump raped the woman.
Raped the woman?
Donald Trump, he raped the woman.
Oh.
Was that the vibe check?